Hey guys, so this is the AUDIOCULAR M31 portable MP3 player with Bluetooth. Now this tiny device really makes me reminisce those days when I used to carry a separate MP3 player loaded with my favorite songs, and it had a capacity of 1 gigabyte. That's all. So maybe like 30 or 40 songs and that's it. Now this has a number of nifty features packed inside. It is much more than just an MP3 player. So it's got a lot of things going for it, for which I can recommend this, as well as a few things that they can definitely improve upon. So with that said, let's begin with the unboxing. Okay, so the AUDIOCULAR M31 comes in a typical packaging, nothing too fancy. Opening the box, you get the user manual, the USB-C to USB-A charging cable, a wired earphone, 2 pairs of silicone ear tips, and of course the AUDIOCULAR M31 portable MP3 player itself. Alright, let's quickly talk about the key specs of the M31. So being an MP3 player, it supports a wide variety of lossless formats like WMA, FLAC, APE, OGG, and of course the famous MP3. Now this has a 2.4-inch multicolor full touchscreen with a resolution of 240 by 320 pixels. Now the M31 also packs 32 gigabytes of internal storage, and it can be expanded up to 128 gigabytes with the help of a microSD card. Now this has Bluetooth connectivity. So yes, you can connect this to any truly wireless earbud or Bluetooth headphone that you have lying around. However, you need to note that this cannot connect directly to a phone or a PC. So if you have any Bluetooth earphones lying around, you can pair it to that and listen or stream music to that directly, and that works fine. Now as for the battery capacity, so the M31 packs a 410 mAh battery inside, which they claim gives you continuous playback of 48 hours using the wired earphone, or 7.5 hours if you use the radio. And of course this has inbuilt radio, the reception of which is also pretty good even indoors. But you just have to note that it doesn't have an inbuilt antenna. So when you plug in your earphone to listen to the music, that earphone is actually going to act as the antenna. Now the M31 also supports extended video playback. So yes, you can use the supplied cable to transfer some of your favorite videos to this device. And it supports formats like AVI and AMV. Now this also has an inbuilt speaker at the back, the volume of which is modest at best. It's kind of like the type of volume we got from smartphones around 10 years ago. So not the loudest, no bass response at all, obviously, but it gets the job done. If you just want to share your music with someone and you've forgotten your earbuds, you can use this to listen to that music. Now this also has a voice recorder. So if you have some random thoughts or something very important to record and keep note of, you can use that, and I'll share the quality of the voice recording, a sample, later on. Now the M31 also comes with an ebook reader, so you can transfer some files and read books if you want from this tiny screen. Okay, so now that I've laid down all the facts, let's get into the review. So this is an MP3 player and it does that job perfectly. So you use the supplied cable to transfer music from your computer or laptop, store it here, and 32 gigabytes is more than enough. And again, if you have a huge library of songs, you can use the microSD card slot, get a microSD card, put more songs into that, and increase the storage even further and keep more songs or videos in this. Okay, talking about first the screen. So it's got a 2.4-inch screen with a very average, or actually below average resolution. So you can actually see the individual pixels, and the viewing experience is obviously not good because we are used to our tack sharp smartphone displays nowadays. So this just gets by. If you're really bored somewhere and if you just want to watch some videos here which you've stored, maybe a movie, you can watch it. So you have to keep in mind that it just is kind of like a stopgap measure. Now as for the build quality, so although it is plastic all around, like I said, it is very reminiscent of the MP3 players from the yesteryears, but it doesn't feel really cheap. It's lightweight, it's slim, fits very easily in your pocket, and sometimes if you want to save space on your phone, it's really good to have a separate MP3 player with your favorite songs and videos that you can just use on the go. Now, let's talk a bit about the supplied earphone that comes with the M31. So it is a very, very poor quality headphone. So it's very sibilant, the voices are really processed, and the highs are really, really sharp, and it lacks bass. So it's very, very bad. Now, I being in this realm, I have a ton of in-ear monitors lying around, from very affordable ones to very expensive ones. And I tried each of them with the M31. Now, what I noticed was that because it is just an MP3 player, and there is obviously no mention of a dedicated high-quality DAC involved. So it's got a very typical DAC packed inside, like we have in our phones as well. Probably worse, because even with in-ear monitors that I know sound really, really good, that I've tested and reviewed on my channel, when I used it with this, it sounded very sibilant and it lacked volume and it just wasn't able to power them enough. The audio quality took a huge hit. So obviously, this is more for convenience when you want to carry a ton of songs and videos and you want it in a very slim form factor apart from your phone, and you're not too concerned about the audio quality, it is okay. But again, because it supports lossless formats, but the DAC is so poor inside that the output of sound through any earphone that you use is going to sound very subpar or below average, kind of defeats the purpose of it supporting such high quality formats. So regardless of what you have, any quality of in-ear monitor that you have, they will sound different, but they will not sound nearly as good as they can because of the poor quality DAC packed inside. Now, as for the battery capacity, if you keep the brightness to a lowered level and you listen to it using your wired earphones, it's going to last pretty good, maybe for 3 or 4 days, depending on how long you're using it continuously. However, if you use a Bluetooth earphone, if you pair it with that, obviously the battery life is going to take a bit of a hit. Nothing too drastic, but it is definitely much faster than using a wired headphone. Now, like I said, this also has a voice recorder. So now you're going to listen to a sample recorded using this and unedited, absolutely raw. So have a listen and let me tell you how it sounds.
Okay, so now you're listening to a recording using the internal microphone and the voice recorder of the AUDIOCULAR M31. Let me know how it sounds in the comments below.
So now that you've heard that sample, you know that the internal microphone is very, very bad. I mean, it can get the job done if you are secretly recording someone, you just want the audio proof, or you have some random thoughts that you want to, just speak to this and record that. It's going to do that job. But if you're expecting high quality recording from this, stay away. Okay, so let's just summarize. The AUDIOCULAR M31 retails for around 2,190 rupees. So below 2,200 rupees. It is very affordable, quite cheap. It's got a ton of specs and features packed inside. And as an MP3 player, it's got all the bells and whistles. So for a very average listener who is not too concerned about the quality of the music they are listening to, then the AUDIOCULAR M31 could just about make it in your pocket. So there you have it, guys. That was my brutally honest review of the AUDIOCULAR M31 portable MP3 player with Bluetooth. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have any questions regarding this as well, please let me know in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this video, please smash the like button and share this with someone who needs to see this before making their purchase. As always, I'll leave a link to this product in the description below. You can check it out from there. It's an affiliate link. You can even buy it from there if you think this suits your purpose. And yeah, that's about it. Thank you so much for stopping by. Make sure to smash the like button, hit subscribe, and I'll catch you guys very soon in the next one. Cheers.